The future always seems so far yet so close to me. Being a Gen Z in this complex digitalized era constantly drives me to adapt to something trending. As suggested by Brasse et al., the volatile world is changing at an accelerating pace. The positive outcome of digitalization has resulted in globalization, which has allowed the world to be interconnected and increase nationalism. Coincidentally, globalization's vigorous and dynamic nature and its power of influencing companies worldwide initially attracted me to the field of marketing. Through this course, I had the opportunity to dive deeper into theories that allowed me to understand how various external factors shape us from an individual and organizational perspective. Thus, this reflection will focus on my academic and personal development over time while studying the course over 10 weeks concerning the key learning concepts such as megatrends, drivers, how to manage in a global environment, and the future of work. At the start of this course, we were introduced to megatrends and drivers and taught about how they impact the organization's environment. Following this, the first assignment on this course allowed me to dive deeper into the organizational demands of globalization, which requires organizations to articulate strategies for smooth operations. Given the technological advancements in every industry, the megatrend I found most relevant to my organization, L'Oreal, was the technological breakthrough. L'Oreal has always been a company I've been inspired by, and being able to learn about how it deals with rapid digitalization was intriguing. Thus, learning about how the organization is adapting to changing trends was very exciting. The career I aspire to seek is within the marketing industry, which constantly requires organizations to adapt to changing circumstances. The first assignment allowed me to think about how the inevitable environmental changes have demanded marketing styles to transform. For example, a few years back, marketing took place through physical billboards and in stores. However, post-pandemic, as everyone adapted to the hybrid work style, I realized that marketing strategies demanded change, requiring them to implement a more digital approach. After learning about the drivers and megatrends, I could link the theory with practical knowledge of how technological megatrend is driving and will continue forcing change in the world. The essential tool to acclimate with this accelerating change is adaptability. The concept of adaptability allows individuals to be flexible and efficient and apply this knowledge across situations. The weekly Q&A in week 10 required us to pick one valued employee characteristic we plan to strengthen. Adaptability was a characteristic I thought of as it is a critical skill required at workplace. Studies have suggested that regardless of which industry you work for, internal and external modifications constantly keep happening, which requires individuals to be flexible. I couldn't agree more with this study, as the more flexibility you have in adapting to dynamic environment, the more opportunities you will face. For example, after writing the Q&A, I started finding more humor in situation and focusing on values rather than fears, allowing me to see problems from a new perspective. By adopting these two techniques in my day-to-day life, I have adapted to small and big situations, creating new opportunities and positive experiences for myself. Learning about technological breakthroughs also drove me to think about how L'Oreal would adapt and respond to the potential next big thing. For example, in my assignment, I critically analyzed how AR and AI as drivers allowed customers to gain an in-store experience in virtual reality. It also allowed me to think about the future of marketing, where the collision of AR and AI will be the next big thing. Thus, as suggested in my first assignment, to adapt to the potential next big thing, L'Oreal would have to introduce an AI-AR app where the two drivers intersect, providing consumers with an in-store experience in augmented reality. To conclude, through the assignments on this course, I have been able to use theories and critically analyze how organizations and individuals can articulate strategies in response to these external environments. Over 10 weeks, the course has allowed me to build an academic and practical knowledge in a manner that now allows me to adapt to changes with an optimistic vision of grasping opportunities. Thank you.